Alright, what is going on YouTube? We're going to do a little bit of a build update and a work in progress. So some stuff has changed, as you can see. We got some new tires on the Jeep. Went from 31s to these are 33 BFG mud terrains, KM2s. And we lifted the back and the front a little bit. So we're sitting right now at 4.5 inches on 33s, still a short arm lift. I did the cut and fold right here for the fenders in the back. Go into a little bit of this more into detail when I got more sunlight. And a trim to the front as well. Alright, so what we're doing here is we picked up a set of used sliders. I got a little crazy, carried away, and started working on them before I got a chance to explain myself. So this one is not modified. I don't know what brand these are, so for anyone wondering, I don't know. They don't look homemade, but they look like maybe a shop made them, or you know, maybe they're just really old brand for a company that I've never heard of before. So these were the mounts. Obviously they go into the unibody here, but these would go up to the pinch weld. And if you come down hard on a rock, that is not a lot of support. So what I did was I got some of this, what is this? It is 1/8 thick by 1 inch. It's like L bracket. 72 inches long, so I cut this into, I think these are 42 inches long. So this is now, instead of having this come up and just be your one support, now this is going to ride your whole pinch seam, give you way more support. And also, if I wanted to mount like lights, a little light strip on their bottom, I could do that as well. So that's the before. This is kind of the after. I just tacked it into place here. Just going to run a self tapper in there just for good measure. But I am going to follow the way around. I did already test fit this one. So this is going to sit on the outside of the pinch seam all the way down. As you can see, there is brackets here and there's a filler plate. It kind of sits in there on the outside, like a vanity plate. You can put stickers or paint it or whatever. I think it's stainless. But that's kind of what we're doing right now. I know it's getting dark out, but I will fill you in here in a little bit once we get a little bit more progress. Alright, so hopefully you guys can see this. It is raining, so hopefully you can hear this as well. So we got it pretty much mounted. All I got to do is put the bolts in, but I'm going to pull it off, clean up some of the welds from the mounts, and finish up with some paint. I also got to get some more of the self-tapping bolts, the kind that you drill the hole. When you put the bolt in there, it threads or chews the threads in there, so it actually threads the hole. Just pretty much a large self-tapper is all it is. You just put a pilot hole in there first. But because I have the fenders cut, I had to slide it back a little bit from where these would have been, I'm guessing, for probably like a factory Jeep that didn't have any of the fenders cut. So this, as you can see, kind of comes down right where the fenders are, and then the back, kind of the same. This might be a little bit farther back, but that's fine. This isn't really the final resting spot. It's just kind of mounted up there. I could slide it forward 1/2 inch if I need to. Alright, so we got the sliders up and mounted. Mounting them is pretty basic. You just hold them up, drill the holes, put the bolts in. As far as the pinch weld goes, here's the bar on the pinch weld. This side's a little gapped, so I had to put a washer in there. But you can see the screws in there. Left some extra length on there and they're all tightened up. Lock washers. Here's the frame side. So they might sit a little low. There's a little bit of a gap right here. It's not much, but trans cross member hangs down a little lower than it does. I mean, for what I paid for them, a little bit of paint and some hardware, came out pretty good. I'm not going to complain. You know, they protect the rockers and the doors. That's all I really care about. Now, if they start being an issue with this part being so low, I might consider cutting it off where it curves in, or welding it, but welding different piece on there, getting other ones. But will work. I think they look pretty decent. Look pretty good. That plate that's on there, that, I don't know, vanity plate or whatever you want to call it, is actually polished. It's like stainless. Don't know. I guess silver is okay. I thought about doing it black. But yeah, that's how they came out. Looks pretty decent. Another update. So I mean, you guys have seen the 33 BFGs. Those are on there. I did trim the fenders out a little more. Did the cut and fold with the fenders in the back. I did put like RTV around here. Just kind of filled all this gap in with RTV so water wouldn't get in. Ignore this. This is from something rusty that was on the roof. Actually turned out pretty well. Pretty straight. You can run your hand across and make it cut. But I'm thinking about doing the Napier flares, which will hide all that. I just wanted the extra clearance so I didn't cut a tire on the raw, raw steel. And this is still the, I forgot what it's called. The guy, I think he's up northeast. Dang, I forget what his name is. Anyway, that's his, the fender flare stuff. So, came out pretty good. It's coming together. I did some sway bar disconnects. Definitely needed those. Still working on the roof rack. I got some extra metal there so I can finish it and actually finally get it painted. It's been raw steel for a little bit. I've used it a bunch of times actually, kayak and bringing stuff home that wouldn't fit in the back. But yeah, actually coming along pretty well. Finally got my bump stops figured out, so I ordered some longer. These are, I think, 4.1 inch bump stops. These right here. Those are just a direct bolt in, so those actually went pretty well. So